So let's dive right into the T1 low speed machine. So first, just some basic specs. This machine is a 175 RPM machine, which is very standard for low speed floor machines. And it uses a 1.5 horsepower motor. Now, what really differentiates this machine from others is the build quality. We have gone above and beyond on things like thickness of the steel brackets. That is a very thick bracket. The pivot bolt, which is a carriage bolt, is very oversized. We use a steel square tubing for the handle, which gives you more strength. All the controls in the control area, these are cast aluminum levers, nothing plastic. Everything is either stamped steel or cast aluminum. Also, the deck is a stamped steel. The apron is stamped steel. And so these are heavy duty parts, industrial parts. We use the motto built for battle, and we definitely believe in that on this machine. This machine uses a pigtail to disconnect the cord, and this is the twist to lock style pigtail. And so it's once you twist it, it's not going to come loose or pull out very easily. The handle adjustment is done by releasing the lever with your foot. You can use your hands too. It freely allows the handle to pivot into a range of positions. Generally, it's best to keep it about at the height of your belt. That's a good position. So once you get it in position, you simply step on it, and that clamps it and locks it into place. The clamp itself, it has some interlocking teeth between the clamping piece and the clamped piece. That helps to really lock it in, and so it's not going to come loose or slide on you while you're in operation. We're going to go ahead and do a short demo here. I'll fire up the machine and power it on. One other thing that I want to mention is this machine has a bubble level here. And so as I put it to level, you can see that it levels itself by the bubble level. That's really useful information when you're starting the machine. And so you know your level and it's not going to take off on you one way or the other. And so I've already got the machine adjusted at my belt height. I'm going to go ahead and power it on. I will mention one more thing. The headlight on this, it's an LED light strip. Again, it does a great job of illuminating the area in dark environments. But one of the nicest things about that is I know that I have power. I know that I'm connected at my pigtail. I know that the outlet is connected, and I know that the outlet has power. And so that's a really useful confirmation that I have power. So to start the machine, there's a safety switch with my thumb that I'm going to press up and then engage either of the switches on the side. And I'll mention that there are actually two independent switches in here between the left and the right. We did that on purpose for redundancy. So if one of the switches fails, the machine is not down. You can still use the machine while you get the replacement switch that you need. So to start the machine, I've already got it at my belt height, and I'm going to disengage the safety lever with my thumb and then engage it with my levers. And I'm going to check the bubble level. I'm good in level right now, and so I'm going to go ahead and engage it. And just look how smooth this machine is. It's very smooth, effortless to move, very maneuverable, and just combined with the build quality and the industrial strength, I'm sure you will find this machine just to be a real pleasure of a machine to operate. I'm also going to demonstrate one of the nicest features about this is that it's very quick and easy to change the configuration of the machine. Currently, it's a 20-inch machine, but we can very quickly convert it to be a 17 or a 13-inch machine. And so simply rock the machine back and disconnect the pad driver, which is the 3-prong lug design, which is very standard for these machines. And then to swap it out, there are going to be 4 bolts that we're going to take off. That will remove the apron from the machine and then reinstall the new size, and 4 bolts will hold the new size back into place. But what's especially nice is that there are additional bolts that hold the motor to the deck. And so once I've loosened the apron, everything else stays together. I don't have the motor falling or trying to manage. It's all very easy to make this change. So I'm going to get some tools and I'm going to demonstrate how easy it is to change the size. We're going to go from a 20-inch down to a 17-inch size. Okay, so we're ready to change out the head here. I've got my impact wrench, and all I'm going to do is take out these 4 bolts. And as soon as I take the last one, it's going to be loose to remove. Okay, so that's the last of the bolts. This apron just comes right off like that. And I've got my other size here, which is the 17-inch size. And we're going to reinstall it by putting the same bolts back through the same holes. Just get one to kind of start, finger start them. Okay, 2. All right. Okay, and just drive them in. And we've got the 17-inch pad driver with pad, and get it installed, and it is now converted to a 17-inch machine. And I mentioned before, but we also have a 13-inch machine, which is really nice and compact. That's a very useful size for getting behind a toilet or in a tight area. And if you're using a 13-inch pad, then you get a lot of weight on a pretty small area. So if you have really aggressive cleaning that you need to do, a 13-inch machine can be useful for that too.